Hey guys, welcome back to Simply a Better You. What I have for you today is kind of a big mashup of all the video that I have taken over several months of us putting in our flower beds, our gardens, and our trees. And you guys will kind of see us walking through the process with planting our very first tomato and our very first tree to, the garden completed and us harvesting from it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
This is one of our beautiful nurseries close by our house, and we're so lucky that we have it because they grow the most beautiful flowers and vegetables and trees. We have bought so much from them.
Big okra sign.
You can never have enough okra. Stay out of the puddles. Did you just break it?
Yes, it cracked.
Okay, I have money. I got a lot.
Road trip. Yard trip.
Not care.
What?
It's weird to be driving around through my own yard and not care. I mean, it just Palm Bay, sand, it's sunk. Out here, I don't think too much for tire tracks.
Happy. I like the little garden beds. I'm happy I didn't go with uniform colors. Oh, garden bed shot. Good morning, family. We are up early and on our way to pick up our half a beef. We're loading up the truck. It's really early in the morning. Everybody's moving a little slow. And I'm going to really quick run out here and do my walk of the gardens to make sure everything's still there. Look at things to make sure anything's not munching on them. And of course, check our trees that Joe wrapped yesterday evening to keep the deer away, because one has basically decimated my Honeycrisp apple tree. So Garden Bee is looking really good. Everything is looking healthy. I found a few aphids yesterday. And we'll get those sprayed this evening with neem oil because, of course, we're leaving this morning. And this is basically a full sun garden all day long. I don't want to burn my plants. But we have lots of things coming in. Spaghetti squash, butternut squash, yellow squash, zucchini, cucumbers. A little bit of everything is starting to develop. We are super excited. This is the best squash garden we have ever had. By now, most of the squash bugs would have gotten these plants and they would be gone. Usually I am overrun with squash bugs and I can't save my plants. But let's check out the trees. So last night he wrapped, I want to say this is 5-foot fencing. Let me go stand next to it since I'm 5'4". Yeah, 5-foot fencing. This is what they refer to as horse fencing, but we got it at Rural King, and this was a suggestion that Joe found to protect our trees.
It does make it a little difficult to get in there and kind of water and pick off bugs and caterpillars, because I found some not so nice caterpillars. But my poor Honeycrisp, it's got a few leaves on it. We don't know if it's going to make it, but we're going to give it a shot. But so far everything is looking good. I don't see any additional damage. But they cleaned off the bottom of the trees, left the top. They're not too interested in our peach trees. So they of course ate Joe's fig. It's got a few leaves left. We're gonna wrap that one too. And then the blueberry trees, or blueberry bushes, also got eaten. But anywho, we are heading out, trying to do this early because we are taking the truck and filling up the truck bed. We're taking as many coolers and containers and ice as we can, cover it with blankets. It's an hour away, but the meat's already frozen. It shouldn't defrost quite fast, I hope. I have not picked up a, ooh, sun's real bright right there. I have not picked up beef before. I've always had it delivered. So this will be something new for me, but we are really excited to fill our freezers instead of ordering meat, as in it's delivered in a box to our door, which I really like. And I'm still gonna get my chicken and fish that way, some pork, but we really love the idea that we bought locally from a farm 15 minutes up the road from us. We just have to drive a little further for the butcher. So, blueberry trees, blueberry bushes. There's no blueberries left. They've eaten everything off of it. They were bigger, and they've scalped them. Looks like we've got some rust issues. We'll come out and spray them. We had the same problem in Florida. But we're really experimenting with a lot of the plants because we've never grown here before. And sometimes you just have to experiment. No matter how much information you get, it can be very overwhelming. So we're just kind of throwing it in spots. If it doesn't do well this year, then we'll start again next year. So I'm gonna run inside, wake up Miss Hannah again, get Joe going, and load this truck up so we can get going.
I know I kind of need to space things out better next year. I wasn't expecting the takeover.
I was expecting the takeover, but not as nice as this.
What do you mean?
I was expecting like a takeover of weeds and stuff. I mean, I was expecting all the vines and stuff to kind of run together, but
I wasn't, but then again, it's been a while since I've had a successful garden, so I didn't know what to expect.
well, that path is blocked. Go out and around. Watermelon's doing good.
It's the butt crack. copper pipe tomato.
Yeah? Little bee's doing his job. Cucumbers. Goodness, the zucchini is massive. So the zucchini is just massive. I can't believe how fast. Well, then again, yeah. No, I can't. I'm still in awe of the whole thing. I mean, the tomato plants alone just kind of... The tomato plants just...
Yeah, that's why I stuck a piece of copper in.
Well, all of our tomato plants look like this.
That's a neighbor beater. Yellow.
I'd have to say this one probably looks the neatest of all of our tomato plants.
That one's dug.
The rest of them look like this.
That one's dug like 8 inches down, 10 inches down. I mean, that was deep.
You can see all the little bees and everything inside the plants.
I know, I'm watching them. I don't want to get stung, but
They should leave you alone. So the weeds have started to really take over. I've let it go. We finally got some good rain, and once it rained, everything kind of exploded. So I am going to come out here today and weed and try to gain some of this back. See what I can get done today. It's getting pretty thick between my okra. I did not put enough straw down. We couldn't find any at the time. Now it is more available, definitely more affordable. And I'm hoping to next year mulch this down with leaves, because we should have an abundance of leaves with all the trees we have across the property.
So, as of today, the gardens are in full production. They are producing nonstop. The tomatoes are ripening. I have got bags of okra. I have got canned pickles. I've got canned and frozen squash. I have casseroles frozen. We have we've made up bread with zucchini and the yellow squash. We have shredded it and frozen it. We have diced it and froze it. The freezers are full. I mean, and the plants are still producing. Now I have pulled out some plants because we did get squash bugs, and I didn't even want to bother with it because I had so much out there, and frankly, I don't want to process any more squash. I'm done with squash this season. I'm done. I can't give this stuff away. Nobody wants it. So we went ahead and pulled out the plants and threw them in the fire pit and burned them. And I went ahead and put DE down and some Saturday lime to kind of help alleviate the squash bug problem, because we have pumpkins out there and I want the pumpkins. I want some pumpkins for fall. I'm so excited. But the gardens have been just full of abundance this year. This has really, really been a year of abundance for us, and we are very blessed and very grateful and thankful for this. So as we go along, I will continue to share our fall garden with you. I haven't decided if I'm going to start doing like weekly garden updates. It might be something that I set aside to do next season, because I'll have a much better idea of what to expect. We are going to double the size of our garden beds. It's a big project to take on, but we do love the fact that we can garden here. The season is long enough for us to get everything in that we want, and we can start a few of those things inside and then put them outside come May. So as we continue on, I will continue to share with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this. This has really been a journey for us. I am so incredibly blessed to get to share this with you. And if you haven't started a garden yet, even if you're in an apartment, you can always container garden. So I encourage you, grow something, grow some basil, grow some thyme, grow some oregano. Herbs are a lot harder to kill. they're very strong plants. So I encourage you to grow something. Plant something and grow something. It brings you an immense amount of joy to grow something from seed. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on my journey today. I'm glad that I got to share this with you, and I hope to continue to share my garden journeys with you. And as always, I bless you on your journeys.